Namaste and welcome to QsCafe.org, where today we got a little Ravi Shankar music in the background, and that might give you a clue that we're going to make one of the most highly requested recipes out there that people have asked to do here in the kitchen. So it's Bhindi Masala. Now Bhindi Masala is an okra, tomato, onion, curry, spices, ginger dish served in India. I love it. If I could eat one thing in this world forever and ever, it's Bhindi Masala. Now, keep in mind, this is an Americanized version that I've kind of taken the recipe and did it to my taste alone, because I like curry and it's going to be just excellent. So hang on to your hats and we'll show you the ingredients before we chop them up so you kind of know what to expect. We'll be right back. Okay, it's ingredients time here at QsCafe.org, so let's take a look at what's going into our Bhindi Masala today. First off, we've got 1.5 large yellow onions. As you well know, I like to use the Vidalia because it has a little sweetness to it and it cooks up really good. After that, yes, you've got to have your tomatoes, and I like to use a mixture of just red vine-ripe tomato, like the big boy back there, and also I like to do some Roma tomatoes because Roma tomatoes don't have as much juice in them, and that'll help in the cooking down. Of course, we've got to have our ginger, and there it is. We'll be chopping some of that up here in just a moment. Okay, so what spices go into our dish today? Let's take a look. First off, we have some coriander. Let's get it all set here so you can see it. We have coriander going in. We've got some mustard seed, some turmeric, or turmeric, however you want to pronounce that. You've got to have your garam masala. Yes, you do. And you can get this anywhere. I got mine at Whole Pantry in Overland Park. Then we'll have just a touch of cayenne pepper to give it a little kick, curry powder, and as you well know, I use sea salt when it comes to my dishes. So that's our ingredients, and we'll be right back to show you how to chop them up and get them into the pot. Okay, welcome back to Q's Cafe, and we're going to show you the ingredients as they've been cut up now. First off, we have our 1.5 to 2 onion, all nice and chopped fine. Tomatoes, oh yes, they're ready to go. We have our ginger, and that's about 2 tablespoons of ginger right there. Our turmeric powder is right next to that. Next to him is curry, ready to go. You will need a little, well, just tap water because the okra will tend to dry things out. So I'd say probably about, 2 or 3 tablespoons of water standing by. And then we have, of course, the star of our show today, the bhindi or the okra, and it's ready to go. Behind me we have what I pass off as a kadai, or a saucepan here, a saute pan for the ingredients. So we're going to get started here in just a second. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. Okay, so the first thing we add is our mustard seed, and we'll just put some in here. Get a nice little coating down here, and we want to saute that until it gets going and starts kind of popping and cracking a bit. So there we go, a little mustard seed, probably I'd say about a tablespoon of mustard seed. So we'll let that go, and I will grab one of my tools over here so we can adjust that. Now you can see they've already started to start popping, so that won't take very long at all. Once that happens, it'll be time to add in our onion, and we'll get along with that here in just a second also. Okay, as you can see, the mustard seeds are starting to pop now, so it's time to add our onion into the bowl. So let's get all that in there like that and start doing a little work here. Now you're watching Chef Cam today, so you can see how this is made. And we'll be stirring this up a little bit until the onions get a little translucent. And you can see it just going really, really nice so far. Now let's go ahead and add the curry powder. Now I'm just going to start with a little curry right now. But I can guarantee you this, I'll be adding to the curry. Because, oh man, that already smells good. So we've got the curry with the onion and the mustard seed at this time, and we'll let that cook. Let's keep going here. We just continue to cook this. I'm going to add the heat up a little bit. We'll continue to cook this until it turns golden brown. And that could take a while. You know, I've had a lot of different Bhindi Masala dishes from different Indian restaurants. And they do vary by region. I'm not sure which region I'm doing right now, but my friend, good friend, Kash Paduri, who introduced me to Bhindi Masala long years ago, back I think in year 2000, yeah, something like that probably, year 2000, and his darling wife Gargi have treated me every time I go see them to their version of Bhindi Masala. And I'm thinking this is probably pretty close because Kash and I used to have a thing here in Kansas City, Overland Park called the Chef's Club, and we would exchange recipes with each other and other friends. And this is one of them that he made, and I think I stole his recipe. And I've kind of adapted it to my own taste, though. So, you know, that's the way it goes, Tosh. You snooze and you lose. Okay, at this time, it's asking me to go ahead and add the ginger to the mix. So let's do that. In went the ginger. Alrighty. Oh, steaming up the glass. Steaming up the glass. Let's back up there a bit. Okay, so the ginger is in, and we'll let that saute for a little while. Okay, now at this point, just for a little, you don't want to burn the ginger, at this point it's asking for the turmeric powder. There you can see it, in it goes. I'm going to have to use my thumb, there we go, and get all that good turmeric, I don't know. You pronounce it the way you pronounce it, I'll pronounce it the way I pronounce it. Potato, tomato. Got that Ravi Shankar music in the background. It is just like we're cooking in the India cafe here. So we cook, and the aromatic smell in this kitchen right now at Q's Cafe is just amazing. We'll probably have a stampede back here in a minute to get some of this good stuff. I'm going to see if I can't get just a little handful more of these onions in there. There we go. Okay, at this point, once this has all been cooking and everything, we're going to add in the chopped tomato at this time. So let's take the bowl. There's our tomato. Just dump them all in there. Get them all in there, just like that. Okay? Now at this point, you want to stir this, get it all nice and covered until that raw smell of the tomatoes is gone, and you'll be able to tell. If you put your nose down there right now, you'd be smelling a lot of things, but the tomatoes would really come through. So let's stir that up a bit. Get it all nice and coated. This is going to be so good. Now you're going to be surprised about how much bhindi I put in, or okra, because folks, that makes the dish for me. Being an old Oklahoma boy, we used to go out and pick okra off the pods every summer down at Grandma Hazel and Grandpa Ted Haggard down there in Shawnee area of Oklahoma, Seminole, that area down there. I'm sure someone could tell me the exact city, but right off the top of my head, I can't remember it right now. But here we go. So it doesn't take long to get that smell out. Not bad at all. Nice looking, nice looking. But you do have to keep it stirring because that the pan is hot, and that's there for a reason. Okay, so we've got that took care of now. Now the recipe says, guess what? It's time to add the chopped okra. And we've got a big okra. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised. Let's take a look at it. There you go. There's my bhindi. And we're going to add just a little bit at a time to incorporate it in. There we go. That's about enough to start with. Let's stir it in, see how much we got, shall we? Yes, and it is okay to use already cut okra. It's the same thing, and it saves you a lot of time. So yes, we're using frozen okra from the grocery store. That's why we want to keep that temperature up real nice and high. And I can tell already that I'm going to need more okra. So, we'll let it heat up first. But see folks, I love okra. Now, some people will say, well, that's enough okra for me, and if that is, that's good. That's about, oh, I'd say cup, maybe cup and a half. Yeah, I'd say cup and a half of okra. You can see now it's starting to get hot again. And notice how it kind of dries out a little bit. There's not a lot of moisture in the pan at all. So we will be adding that water here shortly. A lot of people say, well, when you cook okra, it gets nice and slimy. But you know what? That cooks away pretty quickly. Okay, so that's heated up a bit, and you know what I'm going to do. There you go. I just dump it all in. We're all in now, folks. That's what I call Bhindi Masala. Stir it up just a little bit. This is well, you know, that's how it is. It's Bhindi. That comes first, and masala is second. So Bhindi, let's have a lot of Bhindi, which is okra. Okay, now, once this has all been incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add just a little water, because I see already it's a little dry. So we take our 2 tablespoons of water, put that in there like that, stir it up, keep it stirring for a little while because it's trying to get hot. Now here comes the fun part where we get to go sit down for a while. We we cover this up, turn the heat down to about medium-low, and we want it to cook until it's nice and tender. So there you can see the beginnings of a great Bhindi Masala, and we'll drop this down to, I'd say, medium to medium-low, and then we'll cook it until it's about 3/4 cooked, and you'll be able to tell because the okra will soften up. So we'll come back in just a little while, and we'll finish up with our Bhindi Masala. Okay, welcome back to QsCafe.org, and we have let this cook down for about, oh, I'd say about 30 minutes or so. And you can see now that the okra is all nice and soft and ready to go. We got our Ravi Shankar music in the background. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add the remainder of our ingredients. And the first one is our red chili powder. Let me see where I've laid that down. Here it is right now. I'm using cayenne pepper. Folks, just a small sprinkle, especially if you have people that don't like hot food. So just a small sprinkle to give it just a little kick, and we'll mix it all up. I want to get some good distribution there. Alrighty, now then we go ahead and we're going to add our other ingredient, which is our coriander powder. And what we're looking for in that is 1½ teaspoons of coriander powder. So we got our coriander powder. Here comes 1 teaspoon. Oh, I'm sorry, I kind of got off there. So about 1½ teaspoon of coriander powder goes in. Let's get that in there. And then after that, the garam masala. So let's pull it over here too. There you go, you see it? Garam masala. So anyway, garam masala. I'm having too much fun. And we just want a little bit, not a lot. A couple of pinches of garam masala thrown in there, just like that. Okay? Let's mix it all up. And we'll give her a taste here. I think we're going to have... Now, you know the thing about Bhindi Masala is, you let it cool down, refrigerate it, let all those nice spices marinate for a day, and I tell you what, that next day, oh my goodness, it's awesome. Now you can go ahead and have it for dinner tonight, that's fine, but any leftovers you have, they're just going to marinate and just get even better. Okay, so I think we about got it right now. You'd want to serve this hot with rice or grilled summer vegetables and maybe some nice naan bread. So we're going to take a cook's taste here real quickly. See what we got. Oh yeah, that garam masala really adds to it. So we'll come back here and close this out in just a moment. And today we made Bhindi Masala, one of my favorite dishes in the whole world. And you're going to like it. It's okra, tomato, onion, and then all the spices, the aromatics that we put in too. I've got it sitting here right in front of me, so I got to take another taste. Okay, so this will be online at qscafe.org. That is qscafe.org, qscafe.org, under the Bhindi Masala recipe. So that's all for today, and we hope you enjoyed us here at Q's Cafe. We'll have more videos coming up through the weeks. Until then, I'm David, the shut-in chef at qscafe.org, wishing you a great weekend.